Okay, so this is Mod 2 discussion board, and this discussion board should take not that long to do. This is what we call a low-hanging fruit. This is the area that you want to get done fast and first. So when you sit down on Sunday nights and you put all your deliverables in or all your assignments in for that week, and you've got them posted before 11:59, you should start looking at your discussion for the next module. So by Sunday night for Mod 1, you should be looking at your discussion board, this one that we're looking at, and you should go through and start answering it. Now, you're going to give me a minimum of 100 to 150 words, minimum, okay? That's like 3 paragraphs, or that's like 3 full sentences for every one of these questions or so, okay? I mean, that's all we're asking. Between 100 and 150 words minimum. And then you're going to reply to two of your classmates, okay? So let me tell you what that's going to look like. On Sunday, you should sit down and say, okay, here's what my prompt is. I'm going to type out my discussion board and then be done with it, okay? And then by Wednesday of that week, you should say, hey, has anybody replied to me? And has anybody else posted that I can reply to? And so on Wednesday, you're going to open back up and you're going to look and see who replied to you. If nobody replied to you, that's okay. You're going to then find one other student in the class that you're going to read their discussion and say, hey, Marjorie, I really liked what you had to say here, and I can completely agree. Don't say, yeah, ditto, me too, I agree, I disagree. It's got to have to be a complete 100 to 150 word response as well. Hey, Marjorie, I also am in the nursing program. I'm actually at the Rasmussen campus over in Orlando or over in Rockford. And it's nice to see you in this class this term. You know, I'm taking medical assistant, I'm taking HIT, you know, whatever the case is, really have a discussion with the person that you're replying to. If no one has replied to you by Wednesday, then on Friday, Saturday at the latest, because the discussion boards are due on Saturday, you're going to log back in and see who replied to you, and you're going to reply to that person. That's what a discussion is, okay? So you're going to reply to 2 people, the one that replied to you and one other person that you pick in this class to reply to, and you're going to read it, and those should be done no later than Saturday at 11:59. And the reason for that is because we want them all finished, low-hanging fruit, done and out of the way so that you can get all of your deliverables turned in on time Sunday night at 11:59. Okay? Perfect. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'll also post another video in your announcements describing this for you in case you didn't see it here. But on this particular discussion topic, I really want to know, have you thought about Mod 1? By this time, week 1 is over. Week 1's a really short week. We move through it really quick, you know, but by this time, week 1 is over, and you really have a good idea of kind of what your time frame is going to look like for this class. This class is 5.5 weeks. It moves super fast. There is a crap ton of information coming at you, okay? So I want to know, what were your successes in Module 1? Did you have any accomplishments that you did? Were there any positive outcomes that you experienced? Were you pretty proud of yourself for getting something done on time? Whatever it is, how did that make you feel? What was your success? And then I want you to tell me, what areas do you need to improve upon? So was it time management? Could that be a challenge that you had? Did you have a challenge understanding the material? Was it completing the assignments on time? You know, was it the fact that you had other areas of the course that you weren't too sure about, or you're taking other courses that kind of impede on this one? Whatever the case is, what areas can you improve upon? And how do you manage your time? Did you do it very well, or did you have to make adjustments within your schedule? I know that when I was a student and I was going through school, my biggest thing was time management. Man, I struggled, for the first couple of classes. I was like, God, I just can't keep up. I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden I realized, you know, I'm taking online classes, and it was way new back then. Online just started. I mean, it was still dial-up. When I tell you I had to plug my computer into dial-up, I could cook supper by the time my computer actually loaded and was ready to go on the internet, you know. So I found out, for me personally, with my kids, being a single parent, working multiple jobs, all the things, I found out that my time limits were, hey, if I sit down at 10 to 10:15 after my kids are already in bed and the house is completely quiet, and I study until about midnight, 12:30, and I do this 3 times a week, 1, it's obtainable, I can do it. Number 2, it's quiet, I can concentrate. And number 3, it allowed me to be more in tune with my work and do a better job. My grades started raising because that was the time frame that I needed myself. Some people may need in the morning before your kids ever wake up. Maybe it's 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., whatever that case may be. So how do you manage your time, and did you have to make any adjustments with your schedule? And are you going to be able to do this to improve, in future, with your future modules coming up to this class, Did you take any advantage of Rasmussen's University Library or learning services that they offer, the resources? Because this school, let me tell you, if you don't, this school offers a crap ton of resources for you. And also in the announcements, I have that listed for you as well so that you can easily access the resource pages. And it's also in the books and tools portion of this class too for you, okay? During this reflection of Mod 1, did you utilize any specific study techniques that you found to be helpful? Was it repetition? Was it speed? Was it active recall? Was it having a partner? Was it active listening? Was it coming to live lectures? Was it creating a study group? Any of these things, were any of these things helpful for you? I know as a student, I have to write things down and I have to write it out 6 times. I don't know why 6 is the magic number for me, but I would have to literally rewrite my notes and sections of my notes 6 times before it finally got into my long-term memory. I went through a ton of paper because, again, this is way before computers were like a major thing, right? So what works for you? And then have you identified or discussed any of the obstacles that you face in this course while learning medical terminology? So for instance, what difficulties or obstacles have you encountered in this course content that you think you may need some help with? Whatever it is, please let me know. I would love to read it. I will be reading these discussion boards as well and looking for it. That's how you get your grade, is I'm going in and grading it. But I'm also wanting to read what you have to say because I'm very interested in you. So remember, your initial post should be Sunday nights. You should be looking at it, making that initial post. By Wednesday, you should be replying to one other student in the class. And then no later than Saturday at 11:59, you should make your final post to the person that replied to you, okay? 100 to 150 words minimum. If you want to back up what you say with an APA citation or a reference because you used a website to help you answer a question, by all means, please do that as well. I'm always loving the fact that students back up what they say with facts, right? So reach out if you have any questions. Thank you so much and happy learning.